everybody, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. It's the 2003 Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. This is a Noble 5 race, however, we are not eligible for the Noble 5. However, we can qualify for the next one with a top 5 finish here tonight. P16 on lap number 1 across the line, 47.373. That gets us pole for the Pepsi 400.
Tonight, it's super speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. With a history and prestige here at this track, the teams seem to be all pushing themselves just a little harder this week.
Well, you're right. To have your name mentioned as a former winner here at Daytona puts you on a list with some drivers that these guys have admired since they were kids.
What a great starting position for the Coca-Cola car.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. Great to see him starting up front for a change.
Casey Atwood is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
And how frustrating that must be. You're working just as hard as everyone else, yet you just can't seem to finish well on race days to gain the valuable points you need. These guys need a good finish just to regain their confidence as a team.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Sterling Marlin will start alongside us in P2 for this race. Michael Waltrip, Jeff Gordon make up row number 2. Green flag is out and we are racing at Daytona. We're going to go ahead and get in line behind Sterling Marlin as we head to turn 1. As always, it takes our car a moment to get up to speed. However, our car should be fast, just like it was at Talladega. In fact, I'm really heartbroken we couldn't get into the Noble 5 for this race because I think we have an excellent shot. Because it gets to a point, it seems like, in the NASCAR Thunder career mode where you just kind of become one of the dominant cars at super speedway racing. And we're starting to hit that, I think, pretty early. Being able to qualify now on pole for both super speedway races since the Daytona 500. So I believe the 500 is going to be the only race super speedway wise that we still need to get a pole for. But with our upgraded engines and such, and who knows what we'll have by the end of the season, maybe we can do that in 2004. But let's focus on our 2003 season for now. We're catching up to Sterling Marlin. Gonna go ahead, stay behind him for now, because hopefully we can try to break away from Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip, who are side by side. You missed the last video. You missed an absolutely fantastic race at Sonoma. Won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but I recommend you, I imagine I put the thing in the top right for you to go watch it, so go watch that and then come back because we have an opportunity to do something that we did a couple times last season, and this is where the spoilers are, and that is win races back-to-back. I started saying 2 without thinking of where I was going there. So 3 laps. We're now on lap 3 rather, as my brain is just not working right now. We're gonna go ahead, get past Sterling Marlin here. Hopefully he can just slide behind us maybe, because we have broken away from Waltrip and Gordon, who have also broken away from the rest of the pack. So we'll get in front of Marlin now. Hopefully he'll stay behind us because I want to get my 5 points. And I'm hoping maybe we can, just like at Talladega, get the extra 5 points for leading the most laps. We're just barely outside of the top 10 in points right now. So last year we finished in the top 20. If we can finish in the top 10 this season, that is kind of the goal for me. Is Sterling Marlin, for some reason, when we got in front of him, it sounded like he braked or something because I heard a skid of some tires, which was a little odd. So Marlin falling back just a bit, so this should allow Jeff Gordon and Michael Waltrip to get back after us at some point, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world because they've driven away from the pack. So as long as there's that, as long as we're not going to be in that main pack back there, I guess I'm okay with it. The AI just don't seem to have a concept in this game of staying behind somebody for drafting, so Guess we'll just have to deal with that. In fact, Sterling, do you wanna come underneath? Well, I tried letting him under. I'm not gonna slow down though for it, but let's see here at the line. Who's even gonna lead this lap? It will be us. We just have that little bit of speed advantage. Which is a little odd to say. If you saw the Michigan video, you know that we still have a ways to go on speed, but for some reason, it doesn't affect us too much at these plate tracks. Maybe it is because of the restrictor plate. As we're already to lap 5, approaching halfway in this 16-lap race, a much shorter super speedway race than all the others. And we'll see if we can stay out front here before the pit stop. Pit stops are officially underway here at Daytona. I got the halfway message on my fuel, so we can go to about lap 12 as I scrape the wall coming out of 4. You can see here we're going to be passing some cars that are coming out of the pits here. It's like 31 and 19 side by side. What is it? It's the 55, 20, 46, 12, 88. I think that's a fantasy car afterwards. Yes, it is. And then the other 63 car and the 97, so they're all now in lap down as there's a couple more cars in the pit lane now, but Sterling Marlin slowed up a little bit, lost him a little during that pit out. Michael Waltrip and Jeff really haven't made ground, but I think I just saw Jeff and Michael get really separated as, oh my God, I hit the wall again. Yeah, these tires are definitely worn. Definitely red like it suggests. Let's see, more cars coming out of the pits. I'm waiting for Sterling to come in because I'd like to pit with him since that's who I've been drafting with. As Michael just had like a speed boost as he's all the way up here now somehow. So now it's the 3 cars in this pack, although Jeff Gordon working with some lap cars to try to get up here as well. Kind of going to be hard to tell who's where in terms of that. As now Mikey is up to P2. He's way down on the yellow line. I think he might come in this lap. Coming out of turn 4, let's see here. No, Mikey stays out and so does Sterling Marlin, so will we. Gordon is up here thanks to Kurt Busch. So we're halfway through this race now, thinking we'll pit within a lap or 2. Again, just waiting for these guys. Okay, so Sterling is coming in. However, Michael and Jeff are staying out, so I'm going to stay out with them. I imagine they're going to come in this lap as I am just smacking that right side against the wall. Ton here. Normally I only take 2 tires on the super speedways, but I don't know if I want to here because it is horrendously tight all of a sudden. It's the same setup I used in the 500 and it was fine, and tire wear wasn't nearly this bad, I thought. All right, I think they're both going to be coming in this time, so we will as well. Kurt Busch is not in the lead draft. He is a lap down, so he'll be getting his lap back here. All right, looks like Jeff is actually going to stay out. I can't do it like the AI do. So Mikey going to gain some time on us there. We're going to take right side tires only and leave the rest up to the crew.
You're the boss.
The 2-tire strategy means that even though, as you can see him in the mirror now, even though Mikey got ahead of us on the way in, we are going to come out in front of him. So the rest of the leaders should be coming in. We're currently in P10. I believe that's Sterling Marlin coming up. So it should put the 3 of us back together. So we'll have to see where Jeff shakes out in all of this. So here's Sterling. He's catching up to Michael and myself, so he's going to fall in line. This is potentially going to be first, second, and third right here. behind Michael here as we get into 3 and 4. So 3 of us are drafting together. So the top 9 cars are in the pits right now. And we should take the lead back from them as we pass them going into turn 1. So less than, well, there he goes. The crew chief just said it for me. 5 laps to go here in this race. There's Bobby Labonte. And, oh, sorry, Michael. Car is still a little tight. Should have loosened it up. I thought new tires would help a lot. But there is Jeff. Looks like he might have overcut us there, but he is only getting up to speed, so we'll have a head of momentum actually, so should work out to about even. And once again, it'll be the 4 of us. Gordon getting up to speed pretty well, has a bit of a gap heading into 3 and 4. Might need to fall in line behind one of these guys and work with them. Although I think we should still be able to catch Jeff as long as there is the 3 of us. 2 AI cars are working a little bit in line there. That's nice. That'll help us. Gap at the line is 1.1. Marlin, though, not helping right there. He ran like wide or something, which is going to allow Mikey to get underneath. And now they're side by side, which is what we don't want. All right, Mikey clears him. All right, I'm going to have to let Mikey go or something because I'll see what the gap at the line is. We're going to be coming to 3 to go, and if the gap at the line hasn't improved, we are going to need to get behind someone and push. Because I don't know what these 2 are doing, but it's not helping. It's like they don't realize that there's a win at stake here. All right, let's see what the gap is at the line. 7/10. We are catching. Mikey's starting to fall off the back here. I can feel the draft. Well, I can see the draft meter fill up, I mean. So we are closing in on Jeff. We're going to be coming 2 to go next time at the line. A lap and a half to go at Daytona. Michael Waltrip has completely fallen out of the draft. So it is a 3-car race here. And we are going to go to the inside here on Jeff Gordon. He tries to throw the block. Not able to do it. We have help with Sterling Marlin on the inside. Coming out of turn 4. We clear Jeff Gordon, and we should take the lead back here pretty solidly at the line. Yes, we do, as they're now side by side. Perfect, and we just locked up 5 extra bonus points for leading the most laps as Jeff Gordon falls to 3rd now. It's now between myself and Sterling Marlin, unless Gordon gets a hell of a draft off of Marlin here. Marlin going to our outside. He's got to run. Oh, a little bit of contact. I so didn't mean to do that.
Shame. Shame.
So, I didn't mean to get into Marlin, but I did. But to me, it's so funny when the AI, you make that slightest bit of contact, and sometimes they just absolutely freak out, and he came to a dead stop. I don't understand that. But either way, I mean, we were going to win. Let's be honest. Was there a doubt? It's Daytona. We won. And I don't even know if Sterling Marlin... Yes, Marlin will keep 2nd, but Bobby Labonte 4th.
It was all green flag racing in this one.
Well, that's good news for all these race teams because that can mean one thing: no major wrecks.
The Coca-Cola car gets the win.
All the hard work this week has just paid off for that team. That was an awesome win.
We hope you enjoyed the race tonight. For Barney Hall and everyone here at MRN, good night.
So I'm still in the replay mode. You're going to see it right here. This is the move. Well, that's a terrible angle. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Hold on here. So this is the incident with Sterling. You see it's the absolute lightest of contact, but for some reason the AI gets so confused sometimes when that happens. Sometimes, you know, you can absolutely slam into the back of them, nothing will happen, and it's okay. And sometimes that happens. I don't get it, but a very anticlimactic finish to this race. Like I said, I think we would have won anyway, simply because we have the faster car here. But a generic white guy party has broken out in victory lane here at Daytona International Speedway. Another win this season. This qualifies us for the next Noble 5, which is what happened last year. I think we only finished about 5th, though, in the 400 last year. So I believe that is our first victory here at the Daytona International Speedway. Believe it or not, we actually have the most poles this season, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. 4 for us. Taking a look, though, at the standings, we currently sit P12. Ryan Newman just 2 points ahead, and we are closing in on Kevin Harvick. At the top, though, 152 points separate Junior and Jarrett, and then 206 back to Jeff Gordon. Up next is the Tropicana 400. So if you don't want to miss that race, be sure to get subscribed. It should go a hell of a lot better than it did last year. If you enjoyed this video at any point, please leave a like. Lets me know you're enjoying these videos and that you would like more. Speaking of which, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!